Welcome back to Turn the Game, the podcast, where we talk sports from an everyday guy's perspective. Like as if you're at your local barbershop or bar. No punches are pulled and no F's are given. Just some guys letting you in our respective opinions when it comes to sports and culture. I'm Frogg, and I'm here with two of my three co-hosts. I got Chris J.
What's up, everybody?
Coach Junior. And we got Uncle Buck live.
Wow.
We got Coach Junior.
Wow, Buck didn't want me to talk.
And we are live. We got
Silence.
Uncle Buck live on the boards with us. Cousin Phil couldn't make it today. He had to attend to a family matter. Hope all is well.
Shout out.
For sure.
Shout out, Uncle Phil.
So we're going to talk NBA and
Wow.
women's soccer, as well as some, Arthur Younger. Who is that? That's on y'all's?
Never seen that one.
Is that on y'all's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He sounds familiar. I think I know that dude from somewhere. Anyway, so we're going to talk NBA. We're going to talk women's soccer. We're going to talk tennis and Wimbledon.
Right.
We got a little bit of everything we're going to talk about today. This is Turn the Game, the podcast. We're going to take a pause for the cause, and we'll be back with Word on the Street with Chris J.
Turn on.
What does Kawhi's...
If you're looking for a good podcast to listen to, check out AKA Steve and Demi. I'm Steve.
I'm Demi.
And Demi, I understand we're getting some good reviews for the show.
We've got some great reviews, Steve. LA Times says exceptionally clean, smooth, and easy drinking. CNN said smooth, I mean really smooth. Spirit Journal, impeccable quality, delicious.
I don't know that those sounds like things you would hear from the LA Times. What are you reading?
I'm just reading the label of a liquor bottle, actually.
That sounds appropriate.
Yep.
All right, AKA Steve and Demi.
You can find us on any podcast library, apparently. I guess we've really made it in the world. Just search AKA Show.
Hey! Hey!
Man, that's kind of almost automatic when you get to that
Appreciate
point.
it. Hey, yo, this is Turn the Game, the podcast. I am Chris J. This is my segment.
Word on the Street.
Word on the
his
street.
own segment.
Word on the Street with Chris J, where I bring you the latest and greatest of sports, hip-hop news, and culture. And you know what? Last week I asked you guys a question, and Coach Junior wasn't here, and so this is going to be a whole different perspective, I imagine, from his perspective of this question that I'm about to ask him. But we had the results. You know, we seen what Frogg does. He's a pioneer. But quick question. So,
Kind of scared to hear.
in my observation, you know, just on my day-to-day, I noticed that these cats, man, all these cats in these dope whips, you know what I'm saying, brand new Jags, African-Americans, that is, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
I seen African-Americans, and, you know, brand new Jags, Bentleys, real nice trucks, whatever. But I noticed all of them, and it's like 95, 90, you know, hot as hell outside. All of them got their windows down, and I know the AC work.
How you know?
Brand new damn car. They AC better work in them. I'm thinking the AC work. And, you know, all of them got the windows down. I'm thinking, man, what's going on? Why they got the windows down? I'm hot. My windows is up and AC on, but none of them sweating. When I pull up on them, none of them sweating. So Frogg, he told me what it is. Frogg's one of these guys. You know what I'm saying?
You riding the heat?
He said, go ahead, tell him what you do. And I want to know if you do this.
I roll with my windows down with my AC on full blast. And I don't sweat a lick.
Why?
What you mean, why?
Why I roll the windows down? Or,
Yeah.
Because
it's
it's
like
a beautiful day
oxymoron.
outside.
I tell
I
you
want my
what.
windows down.
I tell you what. I
But I ain't
tried.
supposed to sweat because it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna have my AC going.
So you ain't flossing. You just riding because of
It's
the
a little
weather.
bit of both.
A little bit of flossing, a little bit of what.
both, yeah.
So do you do that, Uncle Junior? Coach Junior, excuse me.
No. No. Not at all.
So wait.
So you don't like sweating. You like the AC on, windows up, right?
Max.
So
Okay,
you
thank
you never roll down your windows, especially
He's
'cause
another guy that does it.
So I know you be beating
Fuck.
too. You don't be rolling down your windows, just beating.
Hey, my vehicle, my sound is for me. It's not to impress nobody.
Then why you
outside.
got 18s and 25s in your trunk?
Hey, but the thing is, I like good, crisp, clean, loud sound.
Hey, but okay. So let me ask you something. Because this kind of goes with the same question. Do you wear earplugs while you in your car beating like that?
No.
Okay, so if you did, I was like, that's kind of
What?
weird. If you wear
Maybe it's
earplugs.
not for him.
Oh, so you was trying to see if I was weird or not? No.
All right, so cool. So
that's
Coach Junior don't do that either.
That's
so
ridiculous.
It's just.
I don't know about
I tried
ridiculous.
it. I tried it again, and I tried it again last week during the week. I was just like, you know what? Let me see. I'm asking this question again, Coach Junior. So let me see. So I did, and I said, I'm gonna do it for 10 minutes. Okay, I gave myself 10 minutes.
How long you last?
I'm gonna tell you, it's about 7. Because at the 7-minute
not
mark, my body started it was tripping. It was like, okay, it's cold, it's hot. What's going on? It's cold, it's hot. It couldn't. My body couldn't figure out what was going on. So I thought I was getting sick. So the windows went back up, AC popping. I'm cool, and I came out. But yeah,
Hey,
I
man,
couldn't figure it
and
out.
I'm gonna tell you, when I ride and people ride with me, I'll hit the lock button on my window so can't nobody else.
Wow.
Nobody. No, and my kids when they ride with me, Daddy, can we let the windows down? For what?
Yeah, this is true. The AC's on.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Hey, so what's the difference then if you at home and you got the AC on 60 and you got your windows up?
Cause that's my bill. That's my bill. You ain't running my bill up. Now
Yeah,
that's something different. That's my bill. You ain't running my electric
You
bill up.
got a gas bill though.
Yeah,
in the
yeah, in the vehicle.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But that's me.
Hey, but this is the kicker though. This is the kicker. Both these dudes, Uncle Buck on the boards and Frog on the highway. Windows up. Windows come down when you stop at a stoplight.
Absolutely.
Ain't that weird?
Absolutely.
So we riding through the city. Red light. And then they go back up when you go back on. When you start driving, they go. That's just crazy.
It's just a flick of the wrist, you know.
Oh, flick it. Hey, flick of the wrist.
Flick of the wrist.
Sound like a song needs to come on right there. Flick of the wrist. But that's what's up, man. Hey, another thing I wanted to just talk about real fast. Give a special thanks to the Dodgers for inviting us out yesterday, having a good time. We did a lot. Our families really enjoyed it. We're gonna start doing a lot more things like that as well, and hopefully we can start involving a little bit of the community at a time with our events that we do. But it was a good time. We had a great time.
Fun
Man,
time.
enjoyed it.
We'll send pictures and everything out to our platform.
For sure.
As soon as we get them.
So more stuff like that to come. But that's it, man. Let's talk.
Shout out to the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team for their
sure. Second in a row,
historic
right?
victory in the World Cup.
2 in a row.
Good job, ladies. Congrats.
Shout out.
2-1 victory over the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a pause for the calls, I guess now, and
Yeah, we'll come back with
hold on.
Well, no, you gave a shout out to the Dodgers, but we didn't talk about the game.
Oh, the Dodger game. Yeah. Well,
Man,
let's talk about it. Yeah.
Let's talk about the game.
The game was exciting, man.
Man, it was.
We seen a lot of. I mean, the Round Rock. They played the Round Rock Express. I believe they're out of Arkansas, and it was a really entertaining game. It was a lot of hits. Round Rock had some great hits as well, but just them Dodgers, man, they hit that home run and got them. They brought in 3 runs in that home run, and it was just a wrap after that.
Man, it was a grand slam.
No, it wasn't a grand slam.
It was a grand slam in the game.
It was a grand slam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, y'all know what the grand slam is, right? 3 on base, 1 at bat. That's
Yeah.
4 runs.
Yeah.
Oh, we sure it was a grand
Yeah,
slam.
because
it was
they
a
was
grand
up
slam.
3-1, and the catcher knocked one out the park.
And
Made it
they had-
7-1.
And they had 3 people on base.
Yeah.
Okay, I must have missed that. Matter of fact, I did. I was going out and I heard the eruption. I didn't know what happened. Okay.
It was a grand slam.
Yeah, grand slam.
Wow,
Yeah.
man, shout out. Then they did the whole firework thing after the game. So yeah, it was a good time, man. Good family time. A lot of people were there. A lot of people asked some questions what we were about. So if you chimed in, if you're looking at us right now, you met up with us yesterday. Shout out to you guys as well, and just be on the lookout. So
Shout out to Gillimore Photography.
Oh yeah, he was doing those great shots of us at the end of the ball game
Yeah.
there. And that's the guy you knew from the past, huh?
Yeah, man, and he
had the real camera.
Yeah, man,
He had the press camera.
What
So,
did he
yeah.
say about a $10,000 lens?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he had the.
That's sick.
So yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a pause for calls now. We're gonna come back with some NBA, crazy NBA.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Turn on.
I'm Michael Eric Owen,
And I'm DT of the One Mic, One Voice podcast.
a show that is created to give space where your voice, ideas, and informed opinions can be heard, appreciated, and debated.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, One Mic, One Voice podcast. Follow us on our Twitter, the number one Mic _ the number one voice, or follow us on Instagram at One Mic, One Voice.
You can also listen to us on Podbeam, Stitcher, and iTunes. And if you want to email us at contact@onemikonevoice.com.
And if you just want to get all of our content, go to onemikonevoice.com or blackenstudios.com.
We back.
Back.
Yeah, we back.
So the NBA has lost their collective minds.
The NBA, I don't know what it is about. I mean, they let these dudes depict what they do, who they play for.
I like it.
You like that?
I like it.
I don't like it.
The players controlling where they want to go and play, who they want to play for. I love it.
But
freedom.
they not only controlling what they do, but they controlling what the owners do as far as.
I don't care about the owners who make billions of dollars.
Well,
And
well,
I don't care.
I understand that, but when you have enough power to say, "I'll only come here if you get this guy in a trade to come, and
So?
join me."
After this guy's already signed a contract,
That's cool. It pissed me off tonight because it was my team that I root for. Yeah, it pissed me off, but at the same time, it's freedom, man. We talk bad about how the NFL and the players don't get guaranteed contracts. They get cut as soon as they get a healthy contract. 2 years down the line, they get cut before that guaranteed money kick in, before the rest of the money kick in. And we talking bad about the NFL, but when the NBA, when they players exercise their right to do what they want to do, we got a
But-
problem with it?
but the thing about it is, this is
Well,
my
I'm not
thing.
saying I don't have a problem. I'm not saying I have a problem with it. I'm just saying, that's what athletics have become at this stage in the game.
But this is my thing. Is it really their right if they sign the contract?
Well, they don't have to play.
I mean, if they
They,
sign
they
the
can hold
contract,
they sign the contract, but just like they signed the contract, the owners have a right to cut them or buy them out whenever they choose, or trade them whenever they choose. So how come as a player, if you can trade me whenever you want to, how come I can't say, okay, so since I may be traded anyway, or you're not holding your end of the bargain by surrounding me with cats that want to win or are capable of winning, I want to go somewhere else. How come they can't do that? What's wrong with that?
But Chris M chimed in. He said next season is going to be good and interesting.
Yes, it is.
You're right. It's definitely going to be good and interesting. It's going to be sad for some, but it's going to be interesting.
So
That's for sure.
let me ask this question now. Who is y'all NBA champion next year?
Whoa.
It's going to be an LA team, but we don't know which one.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be. It's
It's going to
definitely
be an LA
gonna
team.
be one of them
And that's
LA
the beautiful
teams.
thing about this whole thing. You don't get to say, okay, now it's just Golden State's to take like we have been,
No,
because
I-
Golden State was able to stockpile players.
I say right now, Golden State is probably number 6 or 7 in the West.
Right. I mean, we don't even think they're an afterthought at this point.
Right.
They're not even in the discussion.
But my pick and what I say is, and I said it yesterday, early in the day. Me and some of my buddies were just standing around, and I said, and it's crazy how I said it. We started talking about Boogie Cousins,
Lakers.
Who's now
and while we was talking about him, we was talking about the Thunder and Steven Adams and the contract that he have, and can't do anything anymore.
You mean like they can't do nothing with him? They can't trade him?
No.
he's got a
his
$24 million
level-
contract, and he
his
played
level
like a
of-
$6 million player.
His level of play.
Yeah.
And I said, for the Thunder to even be a legitimate talked about team on next year, they would need to get rid of Steven Adams. And I said they would have to get a mid-level center. And I said, with what they have, the only person that they could get to make them contenders or even talked about next season would be Boogie Cousins.
Was y'all talking
prior to
before Paul George or after Paul George?
No, this was like 2:00 yesterday.
Oh, okay.
This was like 2:00 yesterday.
Because Boogie, he's in L.A. now.
And I said, but you all knew what I said yesterday. Schroeder at the 1, Russ at the 2.
Dude, this team is done.
Well, I know they're done now.
They're not contenders at all.
But I know that. But what I'm saying is, I was having this conversation.
We did pick up Alec Burke.
And I said,
Come on.
who is that?
Come on, man.
He's
a
a
has
player.
been.
Yeah.
He used to be a baller.
With Denver, wasn't it? Utah?
Yeah, Utah.
Well, but what I said is, if Boogie goes to the Lakers is your 2021 champions.
That's where he's at. So.
And later on that day,
he went.
I get that notification. Boogie signs with the Lakers.
Right. But, I don't know. We might as well ride. They're gonna have to ride with what they got because you can't. There's no more centers left that are decent. All the centers that were decent are gone.
They're gonna do a whole rebuild. They're gonna get rid of Russ and Steven Adams. They're gonna do a whole rebuild. They've thrown the towel in. As far as like the NBA free agency, only thing I don't like about it is the fact that one player can hold up the process for weeks at a time.
Right.
Kind of much like to what you were saying about other teams having to wait on Kawhi. I think there needs to be a deadline for your decision.
Yeah.
But what does that mean? Does that mean that at the end of the deadline,
you got to make a decision at that point?
What happens? Do you get fined? The days after. I mean, that's the only thing they can do because they can't force you on the team.
The only thing they're gonna do is fine you. Yeah.
So, I just don't like the whole hold up. Waiting on this dude for 10 days to make a decision that he already knew 10 days ago where he was going. He's just trying to make sure he got who he wanted on the squad with him.
Right.
I mean, it's just simple as that. Just like years past, LeBron knew where he was going, and KD knew where he was going. Yeah. All the drama they be fabricating is BS to me.
Apparently, Kawhi called KD first.
Mm-hmm.
KD said no, he's going to Brooklyn, and that's when Paul George came about.
Yeah.
Now, both of them went to San Diego State, right?
Nah, Paul went to Fresno State.
Fresno
and,
State. Okay, he went to.
Kawhi went to San Diego State.
Right. I don't know why they the same team colors.
I mean, California.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, it's interesting though. I don't know how it's going to turn out.
I think, for some strange reason, I just kept thinking that Russell going to end up on the Lakers, man.
That's what I'm thinking.
Somehow he's going to end up on the Lakers.
That's what
everybody back at home because that's what
they all ended up
everybody's been talking about going back home.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I think Russ going somehow, some way through like a 4 or 5 team trade, he's going to end up on the Lakers.
Right.
Because the Lakers got a little room to where they can make maneuvers to where they can get a max contract.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what they was trying to do with Kawhi. They was pushing the
but I'm trying to think
the trade for Anthony Davis or the signing of Anthony Davis.
It's going to have to be a multi-team trade so Oklahoma can get some.
How would that work, though?
With
Russ and
AD,
LeBron?
and Boogie?
That might be nasty.
It'll be nasty, but
they go 79-3.
Man,
I don't know. I mean, it will be different because Russ bring the ball up. Let me see.
Russ won't be bringing the ball up. It'd be LeBron.
And look, it's kind of funny. Chris M just said, "Who would you feel with? How would you feel with Russ in L.A.?"
It'd be nice.
Exactly. That's what we're talking about right now, man.
Russ wouldn't bring the ball up. LeBron's bringing the ball up.
Oh yeah, Russ play like he'd be like the 2, sort of.
Russ coming off them screens.
That's what Russ's natural position is anyway. It's the
2.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man. Hey.
I see you don't want to see. I know you don't want Russ going nowhere because
But hey,
man,
he's gonna get traded. He's gonna get traded.
Yeah, he said he finally get the win. He can't get that in OKC. Yeah, this is true. I mean, he can't get it.
Man, and and the thing about it, the leadership in OKC, they're failing right now.
They've been failing for years.
Well, but they've been failing, but right now they're an F-.
Yeah, they did. Oof.
Everybody want to talk about all the picks, and that's
But the picks is down the line.
and the picks are going to be trash because these
Because
teams are going to be good.
These teams are going to be good, and those picks are going to be terrible.
They're going to be in the
Yeah,
20s, the late
right.
20s, man, just like they've been picking for years. The
issue-
Thunder is going to be
The
trash.
issue with OKC is the leadership. And how many years have I said that? Have I said that a couple of years?
It's been like that, man. It's been Presti been skating on the fact that he's had
that he's
multiple
got them to
MVPs.
come.
Nah, it's just the fact that he got lucky in the draft. He got lucky with Russ, KD, James Harden, and Ibaka and them cats to where they end up in the finals. But where he messed up was he broke up a finals team over the luxury tax.
Yeah.
That's
And
where they
then,
messed up.
now and then last year they had the biggest luxury tax in the league.
'Cause they-
why you wasn't doing that in the first place, and you would have to.
They went for it. They
He
went
didn't
for
believe in
it
that
too
squad.
late.
That's
It's a little
why.
too late to be going for
Well,
it.
it's a little too late now.
And that's why he's giving. He's like, hey, you know what? Go ahead and take Paul's 20 whatever million, and Steve. Now we want his 20-something million gone too. So I mean, he's trying. I don't know what they're doing, but
He's trying to save his job.
yeah. But man, it's rough in there.
Man, but I'm gonna tell you, if I was the president or CEO or over basketball operations, with that move he made, man, he'd have been the next one on the news.
Man, as soon as
This dude
James
is-
Harden
You're right, Chris. You're
was
right.
an MVP candidate,
We talk
I
about
would
that
have
every
fired.
week.
I would have fired him.
That's what he says. He said everybody leaves the Thunder get a ring or they become great.
Yep.
And
As
that's
soon as-
Or both.
As
Yeah, or
soon
both, yeah.
as James Harden became an MVP candidate, Sam Presti would have been fired.
yeah, because he didn't want to resign him for it.
$4 million difference. Come on, man.
That's crazy.
No, it wasn't that much.
It was $4 million.
I thought it was less than that.
It was $4 million.
It's crazy, man. I mean, the Thunder. Man, I don't even really want to watch them boys play. I'm trying to figure out who's gonna play.
It's gonna be trash.
They're gonna throw this new cat in the starting lineup automatically.
Basil.
Baisley. And ain't nobody seen him
It
play.
ain't gonna matter.
Is he playing in summer league?
I don't even.
Is the Thunder even got a summer league team?
I don't even know if they got a team.
No, they got beat yesterday.
They
They
play.
got,
Okay,
they played
in Vegas?
yesterday. Yeah. They lost to the Jazz yesterday by what 10?
Well, who they got suiting up?
Man,
I'm sure Deontay's gone. He's probably there. I'm sure he's not with the Skins anymore. He's there. Deontay Burton, Ferguson. I'm sure they got him out there. No, they said Ferguson's not
Ferguson
playing.
wasn't playing. But that was before. Well, Ferguson might be cream of the crop right now for the Thunder.
Yeah, he might have to step. He might never barring injury. Yeah, so I don't know who's playing on the Thunder League. It's probably all blue players.
I'm pulling it up now.
But
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And I kept saying, during the draft and when free agency started, I was seeing everybody's name, and I wasn't seeing the Thunder at all.
I'm gonna step out real fast, fellas.
You good? Go ahead. You saying what now?
Man, I started seeing everybody making moves, and I didn't see the Thunder doing nothing.
Because they were trying to work that trade for Paul George. They couldn't do anything but that because Paul George came in on Tuesday and said, "Trade me to the Clippers." So they had to make it. They had to figure out how to make that work. They couldn't do anything else. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't be a player in free agency. They had to figure out a way to get him what he needed and get the best out of what they can get out of it from the Clippers.
I don't think Chris M. I don't think Russ would want to stay in Oklahoma City because the fact of they tried to do a deal with Toronto with Paul George as well as
Russ
for
Siakam.
Pascal Siakam.
Yep.
And Paul was the first one to pull the string.
Yep.
So now I think it's time for Russ.
Plus, the Thunder been low key trying to rebuild, but they haven't really said that they want to rebuild. They've been like, I guarantee you, they've been shopping these dudes for a while.
But my thing is, rebuild. What is out there that's so great that you can go get?
It's about the money. They ain't trying to go get anybody. They're trying to get rid of all this money off their books. They don't want to pay the luxury tax. It's the same thing as when James Harden came up. They do not want to pay the luxury tax, and so they've been low-key trying to get rid of these guys, and nobody's really been taking the bait until Paul George decided he was like, you know what, enough's enough.
But the thing is, this is not the San Antonio Spurs to where you can go and get all of those.
They think they are.
Man, because
They think they are.
Because the background and what they perceive themselves to be is a junior San Antonio Spurs.
That's their whole problem. They think that they're like the Spurs, where you can stash European players, develop them, and then they become stars. And it's not worked. We got lucky, like I said, and get these all-stars that we have. It's gonna be a real rough patch for the Thunder unless they get lucky in the draft and get a once-in-a-million player.
But you know, even with their first number one pick is what, 2022 that they got from the Clippers. I want to say the first one is 2022. The next one is 2025. So
yeah, but those are going to be great. The terrible picks because those teams are going to be.
But what
good.
I'm saying is, what is out there right now?
I'm gonna tell you
That's so great that they would be able to go get. That would be a franchise player.
Whoever it is, he's in the 4th grade, 5th grade right now. We have no idea.
Right.
There's no answer to that question because we can't predict. There's no Zions out there right now where you know this is going to be who it's going to be, and when it's time for them to pick in the top whatever, they're not. even if those picks become top 5 picks, we don't know what the draft is going to look like in that time.
But what I'm saying is, if they had a first-round pick next year in the draft,
they're going to have a first-round pick. It just depends on where that pick falls.
Well, but what I'm saying is, even if they tank this year, they got blew out the water, and they hit the lotto, what player next year?
LaMelo
will be out there.
I forgot about him.
LaMelo
will be out there next year.
LaMelo will be a number 1 pick next year.
You think so?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I can see that.
LaMelo.
So other than LaMelo, who would it be?
There's a couple of cats. I can't think of them right now, but there's a couple of cats.
But just
next year's draft is not going to be as bad as everybody's thinking. There's a couple cats. There's that R.J. Hampton dude that's going to come out next year because he's going to play in Australia. There's another cat that went to Australia. The draft is going to be it might even be better. Well, I won't say it'd be better. Well, the top three picks in this year's draft will be better than next year's draft, but next year's overall draft will be better than this year's whack draft.
Hey, riddle me this. When does Bronny and Zaire come out?
Bronny's.
How many years they got left? 3? 2?
Bronny's a freshman.
No, Bronny's a sophomore.
Is Bronny a sophomore?
Bronny's a sophomore. He was a freshman this year.
So they got 3 years. Because by the time he's in the NBA, they're gonna drop it to 19.
It's gonna be one
or
and
18.
done.
Yeah. He's not gonna have to do. He's not gonna go to college. It's gonna be straight out of high school by the time he's.
Yeah, just like his daddy.
Maybe they're thinking
he'll be a Laker
around those lines. That they may be able to use these picks to get Bronny or these guys are projected to be like Zion. The way not like powerful, but as far as like can ball. They got these guys.
I hope the market in OKC can handle a rebuild.
OKC, I think the community, they can handle a rebuild because that's all we got here. So
we're going to come and pack the house every game, regardless if we get beat by 100, beat by 2.
Right.
It's not going to be an issue as far as the market is concerned. We can't handle we will never ever have another max contract player.
No, I don't think
in Oklahoma City because we've proven that we don't want to pay it.
Yeah, and we can't handle it. Yep. Based on leadership.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
being a small market team, we should have banked on all of that. You know what I'm saying? From when we made it to the finals, they should have did whatever they could to keep that team together.
Yeah.
Straight up, bar none. I don't give a damn.
Harden, you in the
They
starting
should.
lineup. We're gonna give you the extra
Thank
$4
you.
million.
Thank you.
Whatever you want.
Right.
Done.
Was that Sam? That was Brooks that got him to that.
Yeah.
Brooks.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
Scott Brooks.
Scott Brooks. Yeah.
Keep Scott Brooks.
Keep Scott Brooks.
The moment they fired Scott Brooks, KD was gone.
KD was outro. Yep. Because he said he didn't want to play for Billy Donovan.
Nope.
A college coach. That's what he said. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of rebuilding in Oklahoma City. It may be even a coach rebuild. You might even see a new GM.
Man, somebody made the comment about said that Paul George made a comment kind of almost on the phase of chess. Said the Thunder keeps playing with pawns and won't use the rooks and the knights.
I can see that.
But it's factual.
Yeah. I mean, wow. I don't know. This next season is going to be very interesting to watch. If I even watch much of it, I mean, I'm going to watch them because it's the local team and they're every night now on TV. But it's going to be interesting. I don't think they're going to be in the playoffs with or without Russ. Russ. If we do have Russ, he's going to average another high triple double, 30 points. 10 assists, 12 rebounds a night type of deal, because I don't think he's going to get much more than 10 assists a night with the talent that we have. That's straight up. It's going to be interesting to see this new cat, Darius Baisley, see what he brings to the table. Who knows? He might end up being great, but that's yet to be determined because nobody's seen him hoop since high school. So he's still a experiment in the making, basically.
Maybe he'll be the max contract player.
He'll have to.
They're never going to pay another max contract.
Yeah,
I can guarantee you.
Yeah, because you're not going to get much talent like we've had already here. You can't, because we're getting these mega superstars
They
in Oklahoma
maxed
City.
out Steven Adams.
They did.
Enough said.
They did. I think what it is, Oklahoma City, they're in this loyalty thing. If you play great for them or good for them, they're gonna go ahead and whoa, what did I just say? Russ and Paul George teaming up in Kawhi and Paul George, okay. Clipperland. Yeah. I don't know if I would have pulled the string on that trade though. I would have made Paul ride it out. At least once, at least start the season with us just to see how it goes. Rockets.
No, you got to get what you can while you got the leverage.
Yeah, that is true.
Because if you do that, then you lose all leverage.
Lose everything. So now they're talking Rockets and Rockets and Westbrook and a long shot, unless they send us Chris Paul.
CP3.
That would be a disaster.
But Chris Paul is beyond his time now.
Yeah.
He keep needing to make them what is it? Them commercials.
State Farm.
Yeah, State Farm commercials.
He don't need the State Farm commercial. It's just a.
It's just added income.
No, it's just a.
But what I'm saying is he's beyond
who he is.
who he is. Yeah.
So he's on his last contract for sure.
So he's in my opinion, because I've never been real high on Chris Paul.
Me neither.
He's on a veteran minimum contract list for me.
What?
Man, he's a little more than that. He's a little
No,
more than that.
man.
Veteran minimum.
Yeah. I said for me.
Yeah.
He's one of those veteran minimum players.
And he's still one of the best point guards in the league.
There yet. I wouldn't max him, but I mean, veteran minimum? That's like disrespect.
Yeah. So.
That dude's gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he will.
And he still got at least 3 more good years in him.
No, he don't.
Three is
No, he don't.
Yeah.
2 with the max.
No,
next year and then his farewell
Long as he-
tour.
long as he
That's
don't get-
about it. Yeah,
as long as he don't get injured. I mean,
But he's getting injured every year.
you got to realize he don't have a lot of wear and tear on him because they hurt. But
I'd give him this next year and then he's gonna
2 years?
this next year and then he's gonna make that last year his farewell tour. 2 years for him. That's it. I wouldn't give him any more.
Farewell tour. Bro.
Because they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
They do the farewell tour these days. This thing.
He ain't win no ring.
ridiculous. He didn't win a ring. I know.
He don't get no tour. He ain't win no ring.
But they gonna give it to him because they all buddies. And let's throw Chris Paul this farewell tour.
That's gonna be LeBron's making.
Right.
That's his thing.
Right.
That's LeBron's thing. Man.
But the NBA is truly shaping up to be what the Banana Boat Brothers all wanted to do, where they bring all their friends together and play together.
Somebody made
5-6 years
a
ago?
good point about that yesterday on the radio. They said that these crop of players that are playing now, LeBron's in this era, grew up in the AAU where it was you assemble the best team and you go out and you go to these tournaments and play.
Right.
And they all were on different teams. They all had different super teams playing against each other on TV and across, winning tournaments and things like that. That's how they translated to the NBA, and they got the same system going in the NBA.
Yep. Yeah. It's definitely a players' league.
And it's nothing the owner can do if you want to win games. If you want to sell tickets, sell merchandise, you got to pay that luxury tax.
Yeah, a lot of teams are in it. The good ones, anyway.
There'll never be another Toronto Raptors championship team.
No.
No, I'm not talking about Toronto, the city. I'm talking about the structure.
The structure of the team.
One superstar and a bunch of average, everyday people playing basketball, winning the championship. Because everybody and they mama know if Golden State was 100% healthy from tip to buzzer, game 1 to game 6, they would have swept them boys.
Yeah, they'd have won 3 in a row, right?
I don't care how much Kawhi would have done, they still would have got swept if they had a healthy KD, healthy Clay, and healthy Boogie Cousins.
Right. This is true. I mean, not to say y'all's championship's invalid because it's a good championship.
There's no asterisk.
But
Should it be?
This is the truth.
No. No. You suit up who you got.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's how you making it though.
No.
If it was a healthy,
No. All I'm saying is, there's no asterisk, okay? I mean, because everybody they got 15 pro basketball players on their team, just like Toronto does. It's just Toronto's bums is better than they bums. That's all it is.
Yeah. So, man, it's a lot. These next few months is going to be very interesting. Very interesting.
I mean, I can't wait. First,
What did Kendrick say?
He thinks Russ is going to Miami.
Ew.
He's been making predictions, and they've been spot on.
Right. Yeah,
Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, he really has.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But he has an inside plug because he knows all these cats,
right.
and he talks to them, and they talk to him.
Right. Miami?
With Jimmy Butler and Deion Waiters. And they already traded Whiteside, so he ain't down there. But
they got rid of Josh Richardson too.
Richardson gone. Who else they got? They got the little white dude they just drafted, Hero.
Yeah, Hero.
They got Bam Adebayo. I mean, they got some pieces. I mean, they ain't winning no championship. They're gonna make some noise though. Russ's triple-double days are done.
Yeah, unless
nobody's gonna catch him. Nobody's gonna catch him.
Catch him what? What you mean?
Nobody in this era ever.
Nobody wants that record but Russ. You talking about the triple-double record?
Yeah.
Nobody want that but Russ. He the only one. He the only one.
It's a record.
He the only one that want that record. Nobody want that record. Everybody want to win games. They want to win championships. They don't want to win triple-double record. Who that don't matter. But he's never gonna get another triple-double in the season.
I doubt that. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what's crazy. Russ is so before Durant left, he was the leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading whatever in Thunder history, right? Now that Russ is about to leave, he's the leading points, leading rebound, leading assists, leading all everything.
Hey, we still got Roberson, huh?
And Patterson.
Y'all keep talking about
we
Patterson.
Still got Roberson.
Y'all gonna see about Patterson when he get traded or he get dealt.
Oh my gosh,
Roberson may be done for his career.
Really? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Well,
his injury may be that bad.
Well,
where he can't come back at all.
Well, I don't know.
It's too bad.
Yeah, because he might have been a max player.
No, he's got about the most he was gonna ever get.
They
Because
might
he's
turn it
loyal.
into a max.
Yeah, he's loyal.
They might have turned that into a max.
They realized when they gave him that 10 a year, they was like, we could have did something better with this money.
They should have had a lot of moments like that where they woke up after they didn't give somebody a
They give the money to the wrong people.
right, and then they wake
That's
up later.
crazy.
Is that Diallo? Is that from?
Yeah.
Is that from?
I don't know where he at.
No, I think he's on the injury list right now, so that can't be from Summer League.
You sure?
Yeah, or it might be. Yeah, we got Hamadou too. I forgot we got that guy still too. Yeah.
Dunk champ.
Yeah, the dunk champ.
Dunk champ.
Don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want that title.
Nobody
They
want-
want championships. They don't want dunk
Hey,
champ.
Trust me, Hamadou loved that title because he wasn't getting no championship this year, so he took that title.
yeah,
he loved that.
he got to hold on to that. But yeah, you're right. Nobody. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you gotta
All
put
right.
the pieces.
Let's do this real quick
Okay.
with Russ. Okay, hold on. Y'all think we're gonna have Russ or not? Or
Russ
without
gone.
Russ gone.
Russ gone.
You think Russ gone for the season start?
Yeah, just yeah.
All right, let's do a. What y'all think they record gonna be
Oh,
right now? 82 games next year without Russ. With the lineup that we have now, with a few pieces that they may add that are not going to be a superstar. We know we're not getting a superstar player here. We know that. We're going to have some everyday, regular NBA Joes running the court.
we're going with
Wow.
summer league team is what we're gonna have.
Dude, I think we probably go 17 and
I'll tell you right now what we're gonna be.
pull up. What was New York's record last year? Yeah,
17
17 and 65.
That's what
See,
we're
yeah,
gonna be.
man.
Well,
What you think? What you think, Bob?
27-55.
27-55?
You still holding on to hope, boy?
Boy,
Nah,
you think we can squeeze out 27 games with just
man,
some regular?
those trash games at the end of the season.
And then a lot of cats are gonna be they're gonna be sitting down the LeBrons and all the
when they play us,
probably
now they gonna blow management while they play us.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like that. What you think, Buggity?
I think it's gonna be an interesting year. Interesting year for y'all next year.
You think Westbrook's gonna be there?
No, I think he's gonna
I
leave.
think he's gonna
He'd
leave.
be gone within a week.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he might wait until.
He ain't waiting. It's not on him now. He's already told you I'm good with the trade. They trying to figure it out now.
Oh, okay.
They are working between like 4 and 5 different teams to try to get this pulled off because he's
Try to
making
get this-
$38 million a year.
Oh, yeah.
So you gotta make that money work
Dumb
somewhere.
money.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Come on
for
down
me,
to L.A.
the thing is for me, they screwed Russ and his free agency because Russ was loyal to them for long term, and now they started off going behind his
What's
back to shop him to get rid of him when they should have just said, "Man, we can't afford you."
What's the perks of being loyal to
There is
none.
to
There
an
is
NBA
none.
team?
There is
None.
none.
Okay, so you're an idiot if you are loyal to an NBA
Absolutely.
team.
Yeah,
Nowadays, yes.
I mean, even back then it was
Absolutely,
that way. Because
absolutely.
even when Allen Iverson was loyal to Philadelphia for way too long,
yeah.
Boy,
got him nowhere.
Yep.
LeBron, even at one moment, was way too loyal to Cleveland, and
Yep.
he was about to end up getting nowhere.
right.
Shit, you see Shaq? Shaq was like, man, first
Shaq-
train smoking in LA,
Let's
I'm
go.
out. Peace. But I mean, see, with Russ, he should have left when he had the chance. He could have been playing for the Lakers by now.
Right.
He had his shot. I mean,
Well, they might have traded him when they went and got LeBron.
I doubt it. I bet you LeBron played with him. See, the thing is, he got his max amount of money he can get from the Thunder at the time. I mean, fiscally, it's smart.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
38 million a
saying?
year.
Plus the fan base. We just got off of losing KD the way we lost KD. So he had the fans where he wanted them. You know what I'm saying?
Pocket.
You know, he could do no wrong. That's why he act the way he acted on the court. He can't do no wrong. He's Russ. He stayed. He saved the city. You know what I'm saying? And he got all the money that he can get from him.
Who gonna save the city now?
He's gonna be making nobody. It's done.
Wow.
We need Batman.
City's about to burn.
We need Batman. But yeah, I mean, it was smart on his behalf as far as his financial situation is concerned. But he knew in his heart of hearts, he wasn't going past this contract, staying here. He was gonna leave after this contract was up.
How many years is left in this contract?
He's got
Is it
3.
2 or 3?
He's got 3. He's got 38 million, 41 million, and 44 million. Something stupid. It's just ridiculous. It's just nasty.
Good gosh.
What a player. Player option.
Wow.
Yeah, well, man, this is.
I got $100. He keeping that player option. He opting into that.
Oh yeah, of course, Russell. Yeah, he gonna get that
That's
money.
44 something million.
Yeah, that's a pair of plaid pants with some pinstripes and something else.
With some holes in it.
Yeah, and some suspenders. Yeah, that's.
Hey, let's take a pause for the calls.
Yeah, it's been a while. Turn on.
Podcast uses the humanities to take listeners on a deep dive into the issues affecting American society and culture. Join some of Oklahoma's most interesting and knowledgeable humanities scholars to explore how history, literature, ethics, philosophy, and other humanities fields inform our understanding of current events and the human experience. And to find the Brain Box Podcast, simply search Brain Box Podcast on iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, and any other podcasting library. If you have any ideas or comments rattling around in your noggin, email us at brainbox@okhumanities.org.
Oh, ho, ho.
Yeah, this is
It's about to get real up in here.
It's that new. It's that new.
Love it.
Hey, you gonna turn it up? You can't have something like that low. That's gotta come in like it's
You
gotta,
gotta feel it.
hit.
Bro.
It's gotta. You see, this is Coach Junior's corner.
But
What?
you gotta feel it.
Coach Junior's corner. All right.
We're back.
Look, that was whack. I have to work on that.
Yeah, that was pretty whack.
Hey, so this is Coach Junior's corner. So, Coach Junior, give us the coach's perspective on free agency, and as if you were. What's up? You need me? I'm doing something wrong? You're pointing and stuff. From a free agency perspective, a coach's vantage point as to, who's going to be on your team, if the star player is coming back, or if you're going to get a star player and whatnot, or if you're going to be like Billy Donovan and left with a bunch of bums.
Well,
How does he feel right now? I mean, Billy?
Man, Billy probably don't care because
He don't.
he's just
He's robbing the Thunder anyway.
Yeah, he just haven't pulled a pistol out. He still got in his coat saying, "I got a gun." But from a coach's perspective, right now the way I'm looking at the NBA is no different than an AAU season. When you have players that sign, go to college, not playing with you no more. You got players that are free agents saying, well, I'm not going to play with you no more. I'm going to go play with such and such. You really can't prepare without knowing what you got coming back. Because, man, loyalty is a big word.
That's non-existent these days.
So, if you're Nick Nurse, you just won a championship, and you won it off the back of arguably the best player in basketball right now, and you wake up and he's in the middle of the night decided to go to the Clippers. How are you feeling?
He probably had that gut feeling
He wasn't coming back.
that he wasn't going to come back.
Nah, you just found out. You got the news.
You got the news.
You was
But what
hoping
but-
to come back. You was hoping that.
but what I'm saying is, he probably wasn't hoping that he was coming back because he probably had that gut feeling that there's no way he's coming back.
But you just won a championship.
He's showing so many signs that he's not coming
He
back.
just came back to Toronto
but
from all the meetings.
he still has that dry personality to where you really can't
Figure him out.
can't get an idea of what he's thinking, how he's thinking. So he probably had the gut feeling that he wasn't coming back. So now I believe after the championship, I think Nick Nurse has already started trying to figure out how am I going to run this team with the players that I have minus Kawhi Leonard.
And Danny Green. Danny Green went to L.A. You lost him.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a starter, Danny Green?
No.
Yeah, he was a starter.
Yeah.
Danny Green was a starter. Yeah.
So you put all your eggs in Siakam's basket now?
He really got no choice.
Is Siakam the future?
It's freaking Siakam's team.
Well, he'll get a bigger part.
Well, Lowry,
but you
Kyle
still,
Lowry and Siakam.
No, Kyle Lowry.
He played good in the finals.
Siakam was balling when Kawhi was hurt.
Siakam was balling, but then now you still gotta. It'll be Siakam's team from the perspective now.
They still got Marc Gasol.
But you still got Marc Gasol. Serge will go back into the starting lineup.
I don't like that.
Well, you don't like it, but what else is you gonna put it? What else you gonna fill that
That's
spot
all you
with?
got to do. That's how you got to do it.
So right now, Serge will go back into the starting lineup. You really don't have no other options.
So y'all fighting for the basement like the Thunder, basically.
They're a little better than the Thunder.
Yeah,
No, I'm just saying, but they fighting for the basement in the East.
Oh yeah.
They no longer contenders.
No, they gonna be contenders.
Because the players huh?
They'll
Who?
be contenders in the East because
Yeah, in the East,
because Celtics have broken up.
No. The Celtics are not broken up. They lost one player, and
They also lost Al Horford
they Horford
and
but they still got
Kyrie.
they still got their nice little nucleus with the young cats. Terry Rozier gone.
Terry Rozier gone. That's
Who's
what I'm
their
saying.
point guard right now? Oh, Kemba.
Kemba's their point guard, which
So,
is decent.
The Celtics is going to be a player in the East. I don't see.
You're gonna have Philly,
I mean, you got Philly, Milwaukee,
the Nets, or
the Nets,
yeah,
the Nets with Kyrie, because the Nets went to the playoffs
Yeah.
with D'Angelo. Kyrie's
Right,
way better than D'Angelo.
Right. I don't know about way better than D'Angelo. D'Angelo balls, but we'll talk about that another night.
So I mean, okay. So let me ask you this. Let me flip it.
They'll be in the playoffs.
You wake up and you Doc Rivers. How you feeling today? I mean,
Doc Rivers running around naked. Doc Rivers running around.
Hey, yeah. Man.
With whipped cream everywhere. Rivers had a whipped cream party. He best around and had another baby.
Man, that's like laying a golden egg. You know, you wake up and you know you've been waiting on the egg to hatch, and then you finally.
So when is Steve Ballmer gonna get his own crib? When he gonna get the Clippers out of Staples and get their own place? Because I mean,
after a championship,
that they should do it before that. I mean,
I think it'll be after a championship.
Why would you want to win a championship in Staples when it's not even you don't even get banner. Your banners don't mean nothing.
But it's decoration for the future.
They don't even get the same lighting when they play the games as the Lakers.
They mess around and get this ship this year, so it's too late to build a stadium now.
Yeah.
So they gonna be. I mean,
so what y'all say? 5 to 7 years earlier, 5 to 10.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
No. I think if they win a championship, I think they'll have their own stadium.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg made a song for Kawhi.
He said, "Looks like I need to remind the Clipper fans of the hierarchy of LA basketball. Number 1, Lakers. 2, UCLA. 3, the Sparks. 4, USC basketball. 5, Westchester Comets."
What is this?
This is what Snoop said. He need to remind the Clipper fans of the hierarchy of LA basketball. And coming in number 6, all Drew League teams. Number 7, YMCA Junior Lakers. 5, pickup teams at Venice Beach, and then the Clippers.
Was this before or after PG's trade?
I don't know.
And Kawhi's pickup, because he can't say that now.
I don't know.
No.
Huh?
This is on the 6th.
Yeah, well, Snoop smoking.
That was yesterday, wasn't it?
He's smoking that Snoop.
Yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah, Snoop. Yeah, he trying to tell them, hey, even with Paul George and Kawhi, y'all still number 9. We're gonna pick up games at Venice Beach. It's gonna be wow.
He said Westchester Commons.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, it's gonna be funny when
They coming in 10 skins league.
They lock
Shout
him
out
up
to
that all
Chris
defensive
Skins.
team.
Yeah, that did. They're gonna have some defense because Patrick Beverly just signed a nice contract and he is very happy. He was on, and he was matter of fact, he was on one of those Sports Center shows, and they was
He
talking
already
about,
knew it was going down
'Cause-
when he was on the show
because
because he kept saying, "I like my team's chances." They kept asking him, so with LeBron and AD being in the same house with y'all, if y'all don't get Kawhi, he kept saying, "I like my team's chances." He already knew what was going down because they was working on the deal during that show.
Yeah.
They've been working on the deal since that Tuesday. He was with Paul George the night it happened when it was announced. They was in a casino out in Vegas during Summer League on Snapchat,
Wow.
on Instagram Live.
Yeah, because he was
Him and Paul George talking about coming home.
He was pumping up Bill George on that interview. Yeah, Paul George, he's a great player. He's a dog.
Yeah.
So he can do this. He can do
Yeah.
that. And then he was like, "What about Westbrook?"
He already
Westbrook,
knew.
Westbrook, he's good too. He's
He already knew.
Yeah. So yeah, the NBA's trash to me because this is all this is a bunch of daycare centers that have all their favorite kids in the same damn room. So that's all it is to me. I'm gonna watch it just because it's hell.
You have a sports show.
I have a sports show, so I have to watch it. But anyway, I am excited about these new cats coming in. Zion and RJ Barrett, and haven't got to see Ja Morant play. He's injured right
Man.
now, but
Somebody you need to look out for, Chris Clemens.
who he play for?
He's a baller. He last year he scored in college. He scored
he was
the
in
most
college last year.
points in NCAA history or something like that.
Hey, I wanna. Hey, do you got some kind of funeral music? Because what?
Fall from Grace? What's the Fall from Grace?
Well,
movie?
I don't know if it's a fall from grace because Kevin Knox he's gonna come back.
Oh,
But Zion
hit that video, Buck.
Come on,
Zion
man.
put him to he
Come on,
put
y'all,
him to
y'all
sleep.
dirty for
he
that.
put him to sleep for a couple weeks. I wouldn't even be playing right
He
now
ain't
if I
put
was.
him to
He put him to sleep. I mean,
Chris Clemens played for the Rockets. Oh, he can
really?
go. He scored 23 the other. It was yesterday or today. He can go.
Just put in there Zion, Kevin Knox, whatever his name is. Is that it? Oh, that's the music, yeah. But anyway, Chris, what is his name? Kevin Knox.
Kevin Knox.
Kevin Knox. He got Zion a few times. I'm not gonna lie. He stole it. And he was playing good D,
getting
whatever. He was getting them, and he was lighting them up behind the three. But this snatch and dunk, and you're on your back. Okay, this is for. Okay, here we go. Give me that.
Oh,
Give me that,
oh.
clown. And then he gave him the
salute.
the muscle. You know what I'm saying? I'm 18 there. I'm not even 19. I turn 19 tomorrow on this day. Oh
Yeah,
man.
Kevin Knox is still 19.
Okay, I get it. But Kevin Knox is talking
And
mad
AJ Barrett came down
trash
and knocked
to
that
him.
trade in the face. But Kevin Knox, here's the thing. This is Kevin Knox's second year, man. He wasn't ready for that. He didn't expect that dude to be that strong. But Kevin Knox ain't no slouch.
No, Kevin Knox is definitely not. But I mean,
These Knicks is gonna be nice.
yeah. So sorry, I just had to see that, man. That right there.
So one more time,
Yeah,
Buck.
this is a
back.
grown man.
I can guarantee you.
Grown man, get down, stay on your back.
I can guarantee that's a foul in regular NBA games anyway. I can guarantee
I
you
don't
the
think-
Knicks gonna have a better record than the Hornets. I mean the
Oh yeah,
the,
come on,
the
man.
Pelicans.
Have you seen the Knicks team? Yeah.
No, but the
come on.
Pelicans got all the
Pelicans-
Lakers.
This
They
is true.
They got the Laker
I forgot about that. I
cast-offs.
forgot about that. They also have Drew Holiday.
Yeah, they got the Laker cast off, so they're gonna be decent.
They might be better record than the Lakers.
And the Knicks.
Yeah. Sure, man. That's what's up, man. Was y'all wanted to talk about something else, or we?
Unless
We
you
do a
want
little
to
show.
add to Coach Junior Corner.
Did you want to add something else?
No, we good, man. It's
That's what's up, man. I don't know, man. NBA is interesting and it pisses me off at the same time.
It's crazy because the NBA takes up so much of sports
Yeah.
yeah.
airway.
It's damn near half a year. I mean,
but like I said, free agency is no different than AAU basketball.
yeah, that's right. And then
The dynamics of it.
it's just like Bronny and Zaire. Zaire switched schools to go to to
I got a
play
super
on the
team in high
same
school
team.
right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, so,
Kenyon's son play there.
Right.
Zaire and Bronny.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
So all these NBA cats who got the money to move their kids around and do that. So NBA is
More
gonna
power
be
to you,
NBA is
man.
gonna be the same thing for many years to come. So we got to get used to it, I guess. Like it or love it.
All right. This has been another episode of Turn on the Game, the podcast. To download this episode and any that you missed, log on to turnonthegame.com, Spotify, Podbeam app, iHeartRadio, Google Play, or Apple Podcasts. You can also catch us at blackandstudios.com/turnonthegame. Thank you for listening, downloading, liking, and following the show. Don't forget to get us on your favorite platforms. Our official Twitter is at @turnonthe_game. Follow us on Instagram at @turnonthegame. You can also email us at turnonthegame4@gmail.com.
I meant love it or hate it, not like it or love it. That's like the same thing. Love it or hate it.
Love it or hate what?
NBA.
Oh.
Turn on.
Like it or
You
love
said
it.
like it or love it?
I said like it or love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Love it or hate it. I
Like
meant.
it or love it, is that